Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday, the 2nd of April 2025. So big tech bonds and Bitcoin bounce as ISMs scream stagflation, hard landing coming. The odds of this actually surge. Growth downside risk reigns supreme at the moment. Well, there's no surprise because now it seems like there's going to be a blanket 20% tariff wherever you are if you're exporting into the US. US stocks rebound amid some hopes for less aggressive tariffs. Yeah, that's for yesterday. But it says here US President Trump said to be looking at three main tariff options with a blanket 20% tariff. The less likely of the options compared with a tiered system of three different rates and a country-by-country approach on rates. Still doesn't know what to do with it, still creating uncertainty, but I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't just go for a blanket 20%. It just makes life a lot easier because at the moment he hasn't got a clue whether it's Christmas or Easter with what he's doing with this, which is creating further uncertainty. And risk sentiment improves on less aggressive tariff hopes. So the market's up and down on tariff proposals at the moment, and then obviously retractions as well. Economic news for today, we've just got the ADP numbers, precursor to the non-farm payrolls on Friday. They're forecast to be higher, 118, and then President Trump, or Dump, whatever you want to call it, is going to be speaking at 9 p.m. there. Right, let's move along, have a look at the markets and kick off with the Dow. So in the Dow, yesterday, bit of an inside bar there, a lot of volume as well, trying to hold the markets, but overnight prices reversing at the moment, so we could be seeing another pullback there. Yesterday we sold off initially and then we screamed back to the high of Monday. Overnight though, the market is currently holding at the DP and the 50 EMA in the 30-minute chart, which is a very useful thing to do if you want to try and move the markets back to the upside. We're not too far away from yesterday's high either. Let's have a look at the DAX. So in the German DAX, again, we've got a nice bit of stopping volume down here. You can see it's rising there, and yesterday also moving to the upside, back above the 50 EMA and sideways there above the 5-bar moving average as well. In the 30-minute charts, choppy session once more, up, then we were down. This is when the tariff news came out here, and the market then traded sideways, up with the Dow and then back down. But overnight, well off the DP and back above the 200 MA now and the 50 EMA in the 30-minute chart. So looking fairly bullish there for a move back to the upside. So wouldn't surprise me to see that happen today. And in the S&P 500, managing to take out Monday's high more so than the Dow, but down overnight as well. But again, we've got this sort of climatic volume here where they said, whoops, enough is enough. We can't go any lower than the left. Let's buy back in, and that's what we're seeing at the moment. Again, just like the Dow, go the market down initially, then straight back up above the 200 for a while overnight, but has been pressured to the downside. Needs to take this out to get to yesterday's high for the S&P 500 there. Meanwhile, in the UK, the market did trade above Monday's high, and overnight prices back below the 50 EMA, the blue line, and the green line. So again, bit of weakness for the UK. Up 89% retracement in the 30-minute chart, and then just gradually making its way down, following the Dow, struggling with the 200 MA at this level, and then down we went overnight, already marked up 200 MA, stopping the market. Prices sideways, we need to take out the close and the DP and the 200 MA to get any sign of the sort of medium term trend to turn around and move back to the upside there. And in the US dollar, 3 days now trying to move to the upside. Looks like we're going to get a push back up to the 104 level. That's not going to be good for either gold or silver, and you can expect them to be lower if the market does attempt to move back up, which it is doing at the moment. So let's have a look at the metals for yesterday. And kicking off with silver, still more weakness around. It's going lower for my money at the moment. It's trying to hold, and there's some really spectacular thing happening with this gold-silver ratio and it holding at the moment. So it's going to take a lot at the moment. It's not even taking out the previous day's highs, so it needs to do that in order to move higher. A bit like where we saw the market here. We need a big bar like that to actually take out and break to try and move to the upside, and we haven't got that at the moment. It also needs to stay above the 20 bar moving average, and certainly the low of yesterday if it's going to move higher. But it's not looking very optimistic this morning. We saw the monkey hammer yesterday, and also now we're below the DP as well, so that indicates further weakness. Watch the low, that's likely to be attacked at 1:30 p.m. and if not 1:30, 2:30. I noticed as well they seem to have a run at this at the moment as well. Meanwhile, gold also taking a breather. Expect lower prices in gold as well, unless there's more uncertainty. We've had all of this climatic volume here. We're just rolling over to the which contract we're rolling to, probably June now, and there's a massive 106,000 contracts that want to take delivery. It's a record in the gold futures, so that's an interesting one. So lending support there, but it's got to stay above the 5 bar moving average there. 30 minutes, you can see overnight as well, it's been pressured. Yesterday just got slammed to the downside, and I expect the same today, to be honest with you. Right, so have a look at the gold silver ratio, and yesterday was just quite interesting and amazing to watch that this was still green. It's tried to move lower earlier on this morning, but it's not making any progress. Again, for me, 96, I think you've got to go to the monthly chart. I know I looked at it all yesterday very closely. It was fascinating to see. So yeah, 23, what's the high of that bar? 91, that can't be right. So we've already gone through that high of that bar. Yeah, that's right. So we're now going up to this bar, which is 96. So yeah, wouldn't surprise me. I've mentioned 96 before. So keep an eye on this, because 96 is possible. It looks like it's ready to break out to the upside as well through there and starting to move to the upside. And of course a bit more closer, and you'll see that's exactly what it was doing yesterday. So we've taken out all of these other highs from last year, and now heading to that 96 level if it can. I mean, we're not far off 93. It won't take a lot to do that. That's where it is, just up in that area there. And of course, just switching back again to a monthly chart, so you can see. So if you go back to here, that's the 2022, and then after that, I mean, we're talking COVID territory where we went to 125, I think it was. Yeah, I know. The silver was a bargain, as I mentioned before. I was too busy buying silver when everybody was worrying about cold. It was just an absolute gift, and they sent the price of silver down to $13 an ounce. So I suppose in some ways, if you look back, it's actually risen by $20 since 2020. So, right, let's have a look at yesterday's market action and have a look at the 2-minute DAX. So yesterday we saw the market sideways, which is unusual in the pre-market futures there. They broke out and then moved to the upside, as can be seen there, and then just got into a bit of a trading range before attacking the previous day's high. And then, as I mentioned before, Trump said he got this idea, which is always slightly alarming, and he was going to put a blanket 20% tariff across every country that was importing goods into the US or exporting, whichever way you want to look at it or view it. So yeah, the market then pulling back, but it didn't take long to bring it back, as you can see there, moving higher. No signals in the morning, no signals in the afternoon, volatility picking up. We had the drop off, which you can see there, and then prices moving back to the 200 MA, where it found some resistance. We had the jolts, numbers a bit softer than forecast, market down again, but then making its way back into the earlier part of the evening, following the Dow did that straight reversal off the sell-off from the cash market when it's opened. So let's have a look and see what's happening overnight. And so far at the moment, the market is moving back to the upside. Let's just compress the chart so we can see a few pivots. The high is not too far away. It's about 150 points. and that's not a problem in the DAX at the moment. You can see they're already starting to buy in there to get through the resistance. The averages are all in the right, well, the market's above all of the averages, they're not necessarily in the right order yet. We need the 50 and the 20 bar moving average above the 200 as well. So, but moving in the right direction for an up move there, ready for those ADP numbers at 12:30. We've moved on to at 1:30 p.m. Right, so that's it for this one. Let's see what happens today. Let's see if Trump will come out with a tariff for 10% across the board or 50%. It's just bonkers, but there you go. It is what it is. Right, have a great day, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.